But Julie, well, I'll let you give your feedback. Most of my feedback's good, Brandon. So I don't have anything like real
I
negative.
want to hear good feedback too, but
No, actually, I think for me, it was just a matter of learning how to use the CRM. And now that I've kind of learned how to use it, I think it's actually going pretty well.
basically, you guys have been working with us for a little over a year now. I did have a couple questions. When you guys jumped on originally, am I dreaming? Were you two guys just getting on board, starting to work in this industry, and you were maybe both a little bit part-time-ish? Or am I
I was full time, but I was brand new.
I
right?
didn't go full time until December of 25.
25. Okay,
Yep.
cool. So business is moving on. Have we had any impact on any of that at all?
Kirsten, you want to give your take on what we found recently? Oh, good. And you can add your piece. So,
Yeah.
and Brandon, probably say 60 to 75 days ago, ballpark, maybe 90, we were sitting down and I think there were some concerns that we had a lead gen problem. We're like, our marketing is not paying off. And there was, as we talked more and more about it, I was like, well, it's hard to go have that conversation with Dovetail or Amped without data to support that. Do we know that we have a lead problem or do we have a CRM management problem? Do we have a follow through problem? And so Kirsten and I, probably about a month ago now, like we just sat down and just started hammering through the CRM. Like what's
Yeah.
going on, what's broken, how does it work? I don't think we had spent enough time in there to really understand the mechanics of it and the nuances. And now I've got it set up so I'm getting like daily reports on things that I care about or the things that we care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, who's got a pause, no reply? Who's sitting in this stage for X amount of days? Like what's essentially like give a daily report on the pipeline. And then I run a weekly report that goes through everything. And it's got like SLAs and things like that. And I bet our leads have 500X'd since we actually got into it. So all that to say, I'm very happy with where we're sitting, but I also want to give Kirsten a chance to give
Yeah.
her thoughts and feedback as well.
No, I mean, I agree. I think the marketing is working from the aspect of like now that we've kind of figured out the process. And then I think this new tool that we have is definitely significantly better and it's a lot more powerful. But now, since we kind of figured it out, I do think that the leads are working really well. I mean, I can not trying to speak for Blake, but I can tell you, like, I'm slammed. Like, I'm so busy working our leads and stuff, which is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, and believe it or not, feedback like this is extremely helpful too, because your tiny problems is what helps us know what to build next, what to solve, what to look at.
I've got it set up to where the daily report essentially just highlights like who sent us a message in the last 24 hours that has not been responded to, who's got a pause, no reply, or pause, whatever, pause reply tag on that we need to go clear. And then I've got a few others that it'll like pull up, like, hey, be aware of type stuff. So that runs every day. And then I've got a weekly report that looks at the number of automations in a given cycle, how long that lead's been there, how many more days they have in that cycle. And so we're not having things get stuck. Like we can move them to the next one so they continue to get drips.
Were you able to look at any outcomes or results you guys are getting, whatever through whatever time period?
I think we'll know more in the next 60 days.
I was gonna say, I think we'll do 6 figures this month. How's that? How's that for a number?
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah. I
That's
think we'll see how it ends up. I think we could do $250,000 this month.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
You guys are badasses.
Some of these are leads we've been working for a long time that are just finally at the finish line. So
Here's a little tip if I haven't shared it with you. They would give people a little bit of a discount if they would get all their docs in between, like in 5 days or something like that, fairly short period of time. And they found when they did that, it actually did move the needle a little bit. Just an idea if you ever get stuck with people dragging their
That's really
feet.
smart. Yeah.
that's a really good tip.
Yeah, good. Well, do with it what you will. And your side on the project commercial side?
Man, on a purchase, fix and flip with a borrower who's got all the prerequisites met, like we've got one that will close 3 weeks for $1 million plus. We've got development deals that have been in our pipeline since May of last year.
Whew.
but they're much larger deals.
Yeah.
So a lot more complicated, takes a lot more to put them all together. I would say it varies wildly. Like we've had deals that close in 7 days, like in a true hard money sense. And like I said, we've got development projects that have been being worked for a year.
Yeah.
With the borrower, if they come to me with experience, PFS, permits in hand, the budget, the GC info, and they give that to me on day one, I mean, we can close those in 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But it's very dependent on the borrower having all those things and knowing what
Yeah.
they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Well, while we're talking about deals, have you guys ever had like a hallmark deal, a deal that sticks in your mind that came through from this?
Yeah, we did a $10 million plus equipment loan in January, and then we hallmark
That's cool.
deals. Yeah, I would say the equipment deal, and then I've got a pretty good sized land loan that should close this month, like an
Yeah.
ag
Oh,
loan.
nice.
Yeah,
Cool. What state?
Illinois.
If someone else talked to you, would you tell them anything good about us?
We
Yeah.
would. I don't know if we'd want to share our secret though.
All right. That's what I was afraid you were going to say.
It truly is like the double-edged sword, because like we want to refer you guys, but also like the people that would talk to us about you would be direct competition to us in
Correct.
a large extent. So it's one of those things like you guys, like I would
Yeah.
recommend you 100%. If somebody said, "Hey, do you know Amped? Have they done a good job?" 100%. And Brandon, we've had other companies approach us to try to steal us from you guys, and we've taken their calls. But overall, like we've not left. We keep paying the bill because like you guys have done a good job for us. So
Yeah, we're really appreciative of that and just
yeah.
your response rate. It's been great.
Of all your clients, how do we stack up against everyone? And I want honest feedback. Like, are we bottom tier, mid tier, top tier? Like,
Honestly, I would say you guys are top tier. Here's the thing. The biggest difference between to be top tier, and I'm speaking just from like a general the way you deal with things standpoint, is paying attention to shit and actually focusing on it and trying to dial in as well. And not, you guys don't 100% rely on us to dial everything in. Everybody's going to be a little different. There's no way we can 100% dial everything in for every individual client. So you guys have to pay attention. So your work ethic and attention to detail makes all the difference. And honestly, you very often get off of that track too much and this won't work for you. It's as simple as that. So
yeah,
I also appreciate you guys as clients, not just because you send us a check here and there, but we like, it's actually very cool on my side to see people doing cool things and doing well. Like it's like, yeah, I need money to eat, but at the end of the day too, I also like to see that we're able to do something that is working for somebody, and
yeah.
it can only work for you if you're the right component. So
My parting all this will be, it works if you learn how to use it, is what we learned. I think for a long time, we were not effectively using the CRM. We never
Yep.
took the time to learn it and to like know how to use it. And we still have a long way to go to, I think, dial that in and perfect it. But just what we've done the last 45 to 60 days, like a very big difference in just the sheer volume of leads coming in. Not all of them are great, but still like book
yeah,
calls, getting people, like letting the drips do their thing, making sure automations are running, those sorts of things have made a huge difference.